joint should not be posterior for supination. It should technically be anterior. That is true for an arthrokinematic motion. So when we say comparable sign, what's that mean? Recreating their symptoms. Typically it's pain, but you recreate their symptoms. So Maitland's comparable sign is a Maitland term. That's what they use. A lot of times you'll look at convex concave rule, you roll something one way, you glide it the other, it fits the rule. Sometimes that does not happen and things get stuck out of position of where they should be. What is that called? It is by Mulligan, but it's called a positional fault. So certain things that do not follow the convex concave rule, it's because it's a positional fault. So let's say that convex concave rule, let's go by that. Technically, if we want to improve supination arthrokinematically, we should be gliding the radial head anteriorly or ventrally. That's arthrokinematic. What we're saying with Maitland is that technically it's common to be pushing it in the other direction. Dr. Rivera gave a nice example though of comparable sign. If it hurts to go this way, you try something, it doesn't work, just do the opposite, see if it works. So it doesn't always have to fit a rule. It could be a positional fault in a certain direction. Maitland teaches it based off a probability of, based off if I did this 100 times, this most commonly occurred. So they follow the comparable sign, and typically that could be a positional fault. Sometimes, if we're talking about arthrokinematics or even Maitland, it will follow the convex concave rule. Sometimes it won't. Certain things like shoulder rolls up. What does it do? Glides down. So that follows convex concave rule. Great. Certain things like the elbow, maybe we'll have to memorize that it doesn't always follow that rule, but just know that in real life, comparable sign, you try one thing, it doesn't work. Maybe you try to correct a positional fault, it doesn't work. Try the opposite, see if that'll help. So just doesn't always follow the rule, so I wanted to clear that up. What we presented today were probabilities of success. Okay? Any questions on that? All right, super.